Yeah. Yeah, we tired. We been waiting. Keep letting that motherfucking crazy ass motherfucker out of jail and he's strangling people, beating people. He a fucking menace to society. So we down here, we waiting. Talking about get back in the motherfucking car. What car? I ain't got no car.
This is Kayla Atwood. She's been missing from Pensacola, Florida since January 3rd, 2024. Kayla is 32 years old. She's 5'5", weighs 170 pounds. She has long black braided hair with blonde in it and brown eyes. According to police, Kayla dropped her children off at school on January 3rd, 2024, and was last seen in the 2300 block of West Belmont Street in Pensacola, Florida. She never returned to pick up her children. While on West Belmont Street, video footage shows Kayla getting into a yellow Penske box truck on January 3rd, 2020.
Okay. But as soon as we do...
I'm not leaving.
You don't have to leave. We're not asking you to leave. We're not asking you to leave, okay?
Okay.
You don't have to leave. We just want to make sure that they can do what they need to do to get the information you need, okay? So...
I got flyers. It's easy. We tired of waiting.
Down there in the woods.
In the woods, okay.
Yeah. So there's no houses or anything over there. There's nobody that lives over there.
So there's no houses down there, y'all. There's no way people can see. So how did y'all see my sister getting walked, dragged, or anything back there? I'm listening, but I'm trying to make a point as well.
I know. Look at me.
I see you. I do.
Are you on live?
I am.
Okay. I need you to shut that down so me and you can talk. Okay.
Y'all been telling us for 8 days. No update. No update. And y'all...
A massive investigation into the whereabouts of Kayla Atwood. Through the investigation, we learned a lot of different facts. We learned that there was video footage. We learned that there was contact at the daycare. We also learned that there was a Penske truck that was involved. We also made contact with that individual and was able to process that vehicle and potentially eliminate that person for their involvement. Kayla was last seen with that individual. Also, we were able to locate video footage later on that indicated that another vehicle had showed up in the area of Kayla's residence, and we see an image of an individual getting into the passenger side of that vehicle. That vehicle left the area going eastbound on Belmont. Through investigative measures and investigative techniques and use of technology, we were able to learn that Kayla's cell phone was last located in the area of the 400 block of G Street. Through that information and other investigative techniques, we were able to develop a person of interest. We were able to talk to that individual early on in the investigation and establish different timelines and different statements. Ultimately, we learned in the investigation that this individual had tampered with some evidence early on in the case, actually before Kayla was reported missing. So we actually charged that individual, Mikhail Fountain, with tampering of evidence earlier this week. We continued our investigation that continued to lead us in the direction of our person of interest. And late yesterday, we were able to obtain further evidence, and in collaboration with our investigative team and the community, we were able to respond to a location off Stowe Road over in Escambia County. Out there, we utilized Legacy K9 search team with cadaver dogs, and we were able to locate a shallow grave and a wood line just off the roadway. Unfortunately, in that shallow grave, we were able to locate the remains of a person. And late last night, that person and the remains were identified as Kayla Atwood. Immediately after that, we obtained arrest warrants from Mikhail Fountain, and he was taken into custody in the 300 block of G Street. And he's currently in Escambia County Jail under no bond. There are a number of things that went on in this investigation, but one thing I would tell you is the due diligence. So with that said, last night we arrested Michael Fountain, 34-year-old black male, charged him with homicide, battery, and resisting arrest. And like I said earlier, he is currently in Escambia County Jail under no bond. And at this time, I'll stand by to take any questions that you may have in reference to the investigation.
Chief, have you been able to determine a motive?
What we know at this time is that Kayla and Mr. Fountain were involved in a relationship and suspect probably jealousy.
Next question I had, he was arrested for tampering with evidence, and I believe he bonded out and then charged with resisting arrest in this second arrest. Can you go into detail at all about that?
Yeah, I'll cover a little detail about that. So he was arrested earlier this week for tampering with evidence, and that was video evidence from a neighbor's house that was earlier reported by the media. And so he actually bonded out late yesterday, right before we were able to rearrest him again. So
can you talk about the resisting?